boy, so much to do and so little time to do it. But we will make our way. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News, the unreliable ones, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the newsroom and welcome to the Galtopia News Network, your unreliable source for DSP News. This is the Snort Report, brought to you by SnortBucks Coffee Company, the best beverage company. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, this is the second broadcast of the day, as long as we can keep up with it. So it's a situation, but it's one that we actually look forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be two videos that will make up our broadcast, both brought to us by Burnell, DSP. First video, lower sub goal, fighting more chargebacks, and I need suggestions that don't require effort, because why would it? Wow. And the second and last video to round out our broadcast, also brought to us by Burnell, DSP-pigroach spy network. Massive greed, massive hint, massive overtime to hit the vest streak. Both of these videos were published on August 7th of 2020, our current year of gout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what the routine is, you know what the situation is. Welcome to my TED Talk. Okay, so lowering the sub goal. I mean, I suppose it's an easier way of either hitting the sub goal and or it opens up, it allows more of that money to be distributed to from gifted subs to bits, or to continue the focus, which is the vest goal, if one wanted to look at it as such a way. As for fighting more chargebacks, shouldn't be surprised. It's an everyday thing. It's been an everyday thing. He kept the facade up for as long as he could, but eventually it failed, because why would it? Or why wouldn't it, I should say. And at the end of the day, I would assume at least half of the chargebacks that he gets, he loses. It could be more, but I would say at least half. At least half. Let's see. I need suggestions that don't require effort. I mean, most of the ideas that he has, like the vest streak itself, was a suggestion by somebody else. It wasn't anything of his creation. Very few things in Phil Burnell's history he actually created. Did he create some things? Sure. But there are very few things that he actually created of his own volition. As well as the sub, think about the vest goal in itself. He didn't create that, they did. His audience did. It's weird. It's very, very weird when you think about it. How his audience has to come up with ways to give him money. Like legit. Like they have to sit there and have their own think tank to give him money. I'll never understand that. It's devotion, misplaced devotion, but devotion nonetheless. Okay, now, Pigroach Spy Network, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Snort Reich. Welcome to the Gaudi Gestapo. However you want to go ahead and, go about this. It is what it is. Everybody over there who is a regular is being watched at one time or another. Someone over there at one time or another has tried to do a Google background check on you, if you will, or a Google Docs, or however you want to word it. Swaggins has been accused of doing that, and I think he even fessed up to doing it. And he's probably one of a few people too. They do that shit on detractors. They do that on each other. Should anybody be surprised? Everybody over there, no matter how devoted, how much money they've given Phil, none of those things, how much they were willing to fight the good fight against detractors, most of them have their information out there, or most of them are being scrutinized in one way or another. Phil will sit there and say, oh, I appreciate your support, thank you for your contributions, and all the other bullshit that comes along with those buzz terms. But in actuality, he looks at you as no different as he looks at me, to be honest. He only puts you a little bit higher than me because you're willing to tell him what he wants to hear, and you're willing to give him money. But in actuality, he still has the detractors over you, because one, they tell him the truth, and two, they give him valuable information that he needs. You having a bunch of yes men around you doesn't help you. Ever. It does not help you. It's all false validation. And if that's what you wake up to, if that is the glowing part of your day, or if that's the part of the day that you're looking forward to, is having people tell you that you're greater than you are, even though you know you're not, you're the problem. You're the problem, because it's very easy for people to home in on that type of behavior. You know what I mean? It's very easy for that. And especially when you think about it in the larger picture, in the bigger picture, each one of those people are doing that because they want some type of validation or reconciliation from him. You know what I'm saying? Or to be recognized, I should say. But I guess to be recognized by him. So they're playing off of each other. No one's doing it because they're genuine fans and or cult members or whatever. They're all doing it for a purpose, and they're just playing off of each other. So make of that what you will. Let's see. Massive greed, massive hint, massive overtime to hit best streak goal. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is nothing more than the general mutation of the vesicle. It went from, as I told you, as this thing that he was bashing, saying, oh, it won't last long, but, you know, I'll take your money for the time being. And he slowly but surely tried to degrade it. In a lot of ways, you could say he tried to kill it, or he tried to deter it in some way early on, because he didn't want to depend on it. Because when something positive, in air quotes, happens over the long term, Phil, in his natural instinct, his natural negativity, automatically thinks it's either going to be charged back or it's a scam to get his hopes up and to get him emotionally invested just so it can get crushed, which is amazing to watch, by the way, but semantics. And so he didn't want to put too much validity in it. The thing is that even with chargebacks, by the way, the amount of money he's still bringing in is still really, really good, and he's become dependent on it, and now he can't give it up. And because of how short-sighted he is, he's too scared to let the damn thing actually go and start over and see if they can try to beat that. He can't do that. See, because Phil has gone through that failure on YouTube, going from having all these views to having no views, and then trying to do other things to get those views back to where they were, to try to chase that popularity, to chase the gouty dragon, if you will, and failed miserably. Same thing in the FGC. Same concept, trying to recreate his highlight moment of EVO 2005 and put himself into debt in 2006 and 2007, and still held on to the FGC, just tried to do it in other ways to gain popularity or gain recognition, and still failed. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the telltale signs, as well as the earmarks to his motivations and to his dependence on positivity. Positivity being just people giving him money, which is all it really comes down to. There's no legitimate positivity there. It's just the money. What he's hoping is if he can hype it up enough, then from the lie, from the misdirection, maybe some actual positivity will come out of it, and it won't. He doesn't understand what positivity is. The people that he's been grooming, or he's been fostering, don't know what fucking positivity is. They only know how to make him react in a certain type of way, and that's all they're doing. In the story, there have been plenty of people who've tried to go through the gouty kingdom and try to make a positive change, and they almost always get ostracized or ran out in some type of way, shape, or form, and whatnot, for selfish reasons or otherwise. You're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the Gaudy Gestapo, you're talking about a group of people who have stabbed each other in the back to get over, to get closer to the king, if you will, to the king of hate. They've screwed each other over to do so. It's amazing. Pathetic, but amazing. So it is what it is. So him going an hour over in overtime, or whatever the case may be, after telling us multiple times that I can't do overtime, I gotta spend time with my wife and all that other little bullshit that he liked to throw out there, is just part of the natural progression. It's part of how this is all supposed to be. And ladies and gentlemen, whether you believe it or not, this is a good thing. Make his ass work for that $100. The whole concept of getting $100 at the beginning of the stream and then letting him just sit around and coast for 2 to 4 hours, that needs to stop. That should have been stopped. Now, if he has to go 30, 45 minutes to an hour at either during the day stream or in the night stream to keep the vestry going, is what you guys should be shooting for. Period. And then the whole mysterious big whales who show up at the end of the day or whatever, eventually that can't last forever. Whether he's calling people to do it, or whether there's some type of bullshit subterfuge that's going on behind the scenes that's allowing that to happen, eventually that's going to end up dying out. Eventually. So whoever it is that he's bleeding, who he's bleeding out, eventually they won't be able to keep it up. Or they, as a group, won't be able to keep it up. It is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. Let's go ahead and get into the broadcast at hand, shall we? Because, that's a thing, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Snort Report, and this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking. Unreliable coverage that you can't count on. Oh yes, a GTG, Networking Productions. You guys all know the slogan. I don't smell no bacon cooking. But we're about to get on that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time to watch me work. Oh boy, we gotta just stop.
What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Dinosaurs, there's some...
Indeed, and this is one of the last known photos of the Gouty princess. We're not sure if she'll ever show back up, but yeah, it's a thing. Keep your eyes peeled and be vigilant if she ever makes an appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the first video that will make up our broadcast, brought to us by Burnell DSP. Lowering the sub goal, fighting more chargebacks, and I need suggestions that don't require effort. This was published, let's see here. This was published on August 7th of 2020, our current year of gout. Let's get it.
Legit good dudes and chicks in the chat. I agree with you. Some good people that we hang out with and talk with every single night together. Right here on my streams. That's why I like my streams, man. My streams are just a bunch of googly-eyed fools going BLEH! Every night into the stream. I probably would want to come here. But there's actually some good people who actually, like, some worthwhile conversations, some nice people hanging out. It's cool.
Pay us more money, idiots.
Major Wright did a 100-bit cheer, said, has your body ever begun to shut down due to developing stage 4 diarrhea? I don't even know what stage 4 diarrhea is, so I'm gonna guess the answer is no. D-Train 12 gave this up to Wings of Broken Stomach. Gee, congrats, Wings of Broken Stomach. What a name. Alright, we got a stupid moron. Who I just gotta take care of quickly before we continue on. Alright, the stupid moron is out of here. You're out of here!
Enjoy.
I mean, that was probably the highlight of the stream. He wasn't doing anything else. If he was preoccupied with something interesting, he would have let the troll go, right? Right?
Permanent ban from chat. Wow!
An anonymous mail to me $1.30 to shout out to Alinity for teaching cat owners how to not handle their cat. I don't know why people are still mentioning this. Like, that was a long fucking time ago. People are still mentioning that shit.
Orange squash. $2.
Wait, don't you get mad that people bring up shit on you from like 10 plus years ago? If they would do that to you, why wouldn't they do that to another lol cow? Especially one that can't handle her puss. Just throwing it out there.
Bottom of the barrel on Twitch. That's good to know. Thanks a lot for being an asshole. Anyway, thanks.
It is true though. You are very much at the bottom of the barrel, like in the dirt with the other worms and other like micros that barely can have barely developed into anything productive and or useful. So yeah, I mean, it is a very fair observation.
Stupid. Okay.
I can tell ya, I can smell the saltiness. Dinosaur cheered again. He said, is it cool if I try to spread the love? Not trying to derail anybody, dude. Dude, saying positive things is fine. No one's gonna be bothered by that, I don't think. And Midnight Syndicate just gave me $3, so I nominate Dinosaur to become the King of Love, the contrasting but complementary other half of the King of Hate. Wow. That's disturbing. Anyway, thank you for the tip, Midnight Syndicate. Okay. I didn't even see— Oh! Oh, God. Ugh. Sorry, I'm 100% straight. That shit is like, ugh, it creeps me out. So this fight's taking a long time, just so you guys know. I've only got an hour left on the stream, just so everybody knows, okay?
Not e-begging or anything. But there's an hour left so you guys can give me money so I can dress up into my Mr. Potato Head. Clown mode. So, you know, just wanted to make sure you guys know about that. The circus is almost over.
Someone named Simp has just tipped me $69. Now, give me a second. I just want to confirm that this is legit, because sadly we have had some big contributions that have come in that have not been legit. Oh, no, this is completely legit. A $69 tip from Simp who said, "Time skip, boys."
Wait,
and then
how do you know it's legit without checking your phone? Unless you have that open on another tab and shit so you can verify it. Even still, that's very much... Isn't that what Vader, or whatever that chick's name was? I'm pretty sure her name was Vader. Vader something. Isn't that what that chick Vader was doing? Where she was sitting there able to verify who was giving, like, verifying exactly who it was giving tips to her because she was able to memorize their financial information and or their email so she knew what was what. And then she was going back behind the scenes, going through LinkedIn as well as their Instagram and Facebook to find out who they were, what was their profession, so she knew who was basically her big spenders are, and who they weren't. What? Holy shit! He literally legit is a male thought. Wow, that's... Well, I guess as long as Papa Vera is getting what he wants, right? Right? Yeah. Ugh.
They also just showed up and tipped me $10 and said, "Hey Phil, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Alfred." So wow, thank you guys for the contributions. Let's go ahead and get this set up. First of all, that's $79 in tips between Alfred and Simp. So 79 plus 42 would be 121, right? Yeah. Thank you for that, guys. We've now hit vest streak 222. And someone has already put on a poll asking, what vest should I grace my body with? And people are voting right now in the stream chat to determine the vest. So as they vote, first of all, thank you guys for the support tonight. We're on finally to the second part of the game, thank God. Let's see what people vote for as we continue on with the plot.
Who would have thought putting on a fucking vest would be so goddamn stressful? Like, do you see the amount of relief that he has now that the vest skull's been hit? But he says, oh, it's the chat that are going ahead and derailing the stream and whatnot and are stressing him out because they want the vest to get hit, they want the vest to get hit, they want the vest to get hit. Or the vest streak to get hit, I should say. But yet, look at him. Like, he looks like he has this massive weight off of his chest. His impending failure when that vest streak stops, that right there, this shows it. This shows exactly how much stress and pressure that's on him to keep that damn thing going. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, it's more than just money. I'm an idiot. I keep hitting my pop filter. My bad. It's not about the money being hit. It's about what his ego has been tied to this shit. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, the vest streak is the representation of they're not quitting. You know what I'm saying? They're never giving up. Their endurance. It's become a symbol for all those people who have been kicked down and have been told to stay down, that they can I can't say this shit with a straight face. That they can rise up above it and be successful. I want you to look at his face right here, right now, right? Because this idiot pretty much said that shit. That that they can rise above anything and everything as long as they give him money each and every day. That's what the vest streak represents. When you contribute to the vest streak, you're contributing to his holy shit. You're contributing to his ongoing success, and you are spitting in the face of the detractors that are doing everything within our power to bring it down. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but that's pretty much what this idiot said. That's what he told these piglets in his fucking chat. Oh my god. What a pathetic individual. Holy shit. It's so sad. It really is. If one couldn't get a laugh from it, it would just be utterly sad. It legit would. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube was the worst thing that ever happened to this idiot. YouTube money for sure was certainly the worst thing that ever happened to him. And ladies and gentlemen, yet again, I'm only asking you to look at his face one more time, at least within this particular sequence. This is what happens when you get into your own way. This is what happens. Phil has derailed quite a few people in his life. For sure. He's definitely been a deficit, a plague, a scourge on plenty of people in his life. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of someone who couldn't figure out how to get the fuck out of his own way. And has hurt himself more than anybody ever could. Just something to take in.
For the first time in weeks, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, on stream, it's time for the return of the original, the OG beige vest. We haven't seen this in a million years. All right, very nice. Very cool. And it's nice smelling, a nice smelling clean vest. I washed it.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
So here we are. Yes. Yes. All right. Zephyrus, he said fart. He made me drop my controller. I dropped it on top of my headphones and my headphones reset. They powered down. All right, good stuff. Beige vest for the rest of the night. Thank you guys for the support. The other thing is we have a subscriber goal for the month of August. All right, if you take a look at the top of your screens, you'll see it right there. 825 subs. All right, now the thing is, when I first set up this goal yesterday, we were at 790-something subs. So I set it for 850, and over the course of the day, we dipped down to 760. And that's because it was a giant subscriber bomb last month. A lot of those were from Only Iced Coffee. I'm not going to lie, the guy who's been very generous and gifting a ton of subs to the channel recently. And they expired. And when they expired, the subs went, ooh! And I'm like, well, there is no way that we're going to be able to hit 850 now that we've lost so many. So, I lowered the goal to 825. Alright, I don't know if this is reasonable.
So who gives a shit? You went from dropping it from 850 to 825. You're telling me they couldn't make a deficit up outside of the natural dip that happens each and every month anyway because of gifted subs. You're telling me they couldn't make up a deficit of 25 subs? So they can come through and give you vest streak money, right? They can rally together to give you vest streak money, but these idiots in the span of a month can't make up a deficit of 25 subs. Whoa, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see how much faith he has in these people. Holy shit. And that, and yet again, as I said earlier in my TED Talk, more than likely he brought it down so more emphasis can be put on them hitting the vest goal consistently, you know what I mean, hitting the vest goal is a bit more urgent, I should say. Let's reword that. Hitting the vest goal each and every day is way more urgent than hitting the sub goal because they got a whole month to do it. Basically, I guess one could say that would be the argument he would make. Even still, why drop it by 25 though? It'd be different if he was shooting for 900 subs and dropped it down to 850, but we're not doing that. And matter of fact, why aren't we at the point where we're shooting for, once they break 800, there's no reason why he's not naturally progressing to 900 and then 1,000. Anything over 1,000 is probably ridiculous, but you know what I mean. Just saying, because I'm sure most of you, I know I remember, Pepper's Farm remembers, but I'm sure some of you guys remember too. There was a time, ladies and gentlemen, when this idiot was struggling just to keep 500 subs. Just think about that.
Quite frankly, we're gonna see what happens.
What it is greed. Yes! Yes!
I keep getting chargebacks for tips, but it's not surprising. Like, if you guys remember over the last week, there were a few days, actually it was the last 2 weeks, there were a few days where we got these abnormal tips coming in, and some of them just didn't seem right, and I questioned them, and I looked into them, and I was like, I don't know. Well, a lot of them are getting charged back, and the reason they're getting charged back is because they're saying fraud, not because,
Wait, weren't you actually refunding tips back to people for a little while? And then before he started doing that, or at least speaking about it publicly, didn't he allegedly say he had someone who had given large contributions? I can't remember if it was between $400 and $800, and they were trying to charge it back, but a decision hadn't been made yet, and basically he was trying to fearmonger his audience into giving him money that he could potentially lose. He hadn't lost the chargebacks yet, or the disputes, I should say. He hadn't lost those yet, but yet he felt the need to come out and tell his audience about it and basically say, hey, he was going to need extra support in case he does lose that money. So, huh? Like, how the fuck do you ask for something? How do you ask for something for an emergency situation that hasn't actually happened yet? Like, if you think about it. Like, don't be wrong, putting money away in case of an emergency is one thing. He didn't do that. He was going through a dispute that hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Or at least a judgment hasn't been rendered. And he tried to fearmonger them into not only giving him the money he was going to potentially lose, but to give him additional money just so he could stay on track. He was essentially trying to hit them 3 times. I'm glad I thought about that.
Feel didn't ship the item, which is just stupid bullshit. And those I almost always win with PayPal, because all I gotta do is say I don't sell items. I'm a streamer. This guy's an idiot, and then I usually win. But when it comes to fraud with this, like, oh, I didn't authorize this transaction, so I filed a dispute with my institution. It's way up in the air when these happen. Sometimes there's nothing you can do, and the institution just determines in the
Institute, just call it what they are: the credit card bank, or the bank, or the credit card company. Why are we saying institution? Oh, that's right, because you ain't spent all that money on credit cards and then got them all dismissed through your bankruptcy. So now he has like a mental block about credit cards now because he can't have them. Womp womp. That's hilarious.
Person who spent the money, and you lose the tip. There's nothing you can do.
It's funny how he's going to sit there and call that shit fraud, which it kind of is. But he's committed fraud himself. Oh well.
PayPal will go into a lengthy dispute process with the vendor. And typically, if they get into a lengthy dispute process, usually I win. And what I mean by that is what will happen is they'll argue with them and say, nah, this is bullshit. Look, here's evidence that this came through legit and the person actively wrote something and stuff like that. And usually if that happens and it gets drawn out long enough, even if that institution still gives the person's money back, I usually keep the money. Usually PayPal will say, okay, well, we looked into the case, and in this case, we value you as a customer, and we see that you didn't do anything wrong, so we're just going to kind of let you keep it anyway. Okay?
Yeah, but they're not going to let you do that over and over and over again. After a while, they're going to figure that something's up, or they're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Because why would PayPal feel the need to lose money on your behalf? Especially when they're going to take their cut no matter what. Or if it ends up being fraudulent and they don't get a cut off the transaction at all. Why would they still feel the need to compensate you? You know what I'm saying? You ever think about that? Yeah.
Okay. Cases where I just went outright, and that actually just happened yesterday. I was very pleased at that. There was a $27 or something like that tip that had come through like a couple weeks ago, and I just showed PayPal evidence. I said, here you go, it came through as a tip. Here's the pop-up. Here's the shout-out. Here's everything to prove that it's legit. And they immediately said, you keep the money. You granted it. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Wait. So you had a chargeback that you just ended up getting the results from yesterday. Even though you're battling chargebacks, yesterday you were spending most of the day battling chargebacks, or chargebacks were initiated on you. What's the first thing? Just keep that in mind. You had a chargeback from weeks ago that finally came through in your favor, and the reason why that happened is because they told you what the tip was, or at least the amount, and you went back and you found exactly where that person gave you the money and provided evidence to prove that it was legit. Well, how many $27, for example, how many $27 donations and or tips do you think he's had over the last couple weeks? And even if they were able to isolate it to one particular day, right? And maybe even to one particular person, right? What if that person made a genuine mistake and meant to give him $2.70 instead of $27, which is something that is known to happen. Especially if this person is a first-time tipper and not someone who tips consistently. Because a lot of the chargebacks he gets are usually from people who've been around for a little bit in that deep cover type shit.
It all depends on the situation. What I hate is when I get a bunch of them, because when I get a bunch of them, it basically screws up my PayPal. Like right now, no lie, over the last 2 days, I got like 5 or 6 of them. So my PayPal's like empty now because all those funds go into limbo and they get frozen until there's a determination, okay? So it sucks. That's why sometimes if I see like giant tips coming in that I know are bullshit. Remember last week we had the guy who tipped like $1,000, some crazy shit. That's why I immediately just refunded all that money. I was like,
what he used to do is when he used to get giant donations, he used to move them right away. He used to try to get them moved right away. So then when PayPal tries to come in and say, hey, you got a chargeback for such and such. Oh, well, no, I don't, because the money's mine and I've already moved it. And whatever, they're trolls and they harass me all the time and so on and so forth. The problem is though, is there's a charge for doing that. I think the waiting period is only like a day, but Phil would rather take the charge so he can guarantee himself to keep the money. But then if he loses the judgment, which PayPal can still administer on him, guess what, asshole? You're gonna have to put the money back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay the money back. So now he doesn't move it anymore, just in case his dumbass has to go off and spend it, as he's prone to do. and he won't be able to basically fork the money up quick enough to give it back. And now if it gets frozen over, it gets frozen over. And then that's when you get pre-streams the next day talking about, oh, these chargebacks are coming through, and, you know, I don't know if I'm going to win or lose them, but I don't have any money, and my day off is coming, guys, and I need to buy groceries. I need to buy I need to pay bills that day. I have errands that I need to run with my wife, Kat, and we're broke. And so, excuse me, I need you guys to be really supportive today, because if not, I think I could possibly be screwed. I have no money. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. That heavy cream in that SnortBucks today is starting to get at me. If you guys don't come through with this extra support, me and my wife won't be able to do what we need to do. Essentially, we're going to go hungry if you guys don't help us. Fucking idiot, man. Jesus Christ.
There's no way I'm gonna let my whole account, you know, get locked up.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have two accounts. So even if the main account gets held up, then he still has a second one, which leads back to the infinite theory that I like to call it the infinite theory, is that when he was moving money from his Dark Side Phil PayPal account, he was just moving it over to DSP Gaming and then spending it out of there. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, he does have a PayPal debit card, essentially. Or it's I guess you could say it's like a PayPal credit card. But that's how he actually spends his tips. You know what I'm saying? For that account, I should say. He has two of them. Because he's been seen on stream before, especially in the late 2017 leading into 2018, where that's how he was buying his games for PSN and Xbox respectively. He used to do it live on stream. Obviously, he would have his stream, or the screen, I should say, you know, kind of blurred out or whatever. Or he'd have something obstructing it so you couldn't see his information. But he was known for doing that. He even used to say back in the day that any tips you give me go to buying games. He doesn't say that anymore because now it goes to real grown-up stuff, allegedly. But that's what he used to say back in the day. And he used to buy games right off the rip, right through that PayPal, either credit card or debit card or whatever the case may be, because of the tips that were being accumulated. So I wouldn't be surprised if back in the day, and even now, he uses one PayPal account to garner support. That's what he begs off of. And then when that money goes through, he sends it over to the next account. But he, like I said, because chargebacks are more and more prevalent, because people are getting smarter on how they're charging back on them, and this is just all alleged, by the way. I don't have any inside information, or I'm not privy to anything. Now he's kind of forced to keep it in there at least until the next day. If not, everything in the account could get frozen. The legitimate ones and the troll ones. So you could say he's learning. He's learning very slow, but he's learning.
Is tipping exorbitant amounts of fake funds that he's just going to charge back anyway, you know. So it's a subjective thing what I want to do. So we'll see what happens, but it's annoying that this happens, for sure. But
and also, if he has the information of the people who give him troll donations, why don't he just block them from donating? He's done that before. And would anybody who he has to refund a donation back to, whether mistake or not, why don't he just block them from donating to him as well? Better safe than sorry, right? But then again, you can make that same argument for Wings, and Wings don't do that, so it is what it is.
You know, there. It's nothing you can do, nothing I can do. All I can do is try to dispute the nonsense and just say thank you for the ongoing support, because regardless of the fact that this crap is going on behind the scenes, things are very positive on the streams. You guys have been very, very supportive. The vest streak continues. All right, which is awesome. We're up to 220.
Yeah, but how much of that vest streak money gets charged back, though? I'm just putting it out there. I mean, we already know that the vest streak is already fraudulent. At 73, it died. But in reality, if you will, how many or how much of each and every vest streak is charged back? What percentage? 5%? 5%? 10%? 15%? Just something to think about. Because if I had to guess, some percentage of that is charged back. The question is how much. Which might explain, ladies and gentlemen, since we're still on our investigation shit here, since I'm feeling scrappy right now, maybe that's why he needs the large donations to come in at the very, very last minute, because those are the legitimate ones. While you know, the $10 here, $12 here, $20 here are the actual troll ones. Something to think about.
2. Yes. And I did the math. if the vest streak continues the way it's going, that would mean that 2 more weeks, roughly, I think it would be Saturday, 2 weeks from this coming Saturday, would be the next vest celebration.
Mark McCauley says, hint, hint. Dude, no hint, hint. I'm outright telling you, I really would appreciate some help via tipping. That's not a hint.
And I am waiting for suggestions and talking with you guys exactly about what you would like to see during that celebration. Honestly, not many people have come up with much, alright? Most people are like, I don't know. This is what I mean, like, I'd like to do something special, but if you guys can't really come up with much besides do a live DSP tries it, you know, I could get another vest, but we've already got 5.
It doesn't matter. It's not, he'd already kind of laid out. It was in one of the previous broadcasts that I've done that he had planned to get a brand new vest. He's probably going to do that as a celebratory type gesture. Each and every time they have one of these vest celebrations, a new vest will come out. Which, now that I think about it, doesn't make a whole lot of sense on why you would get a fucking coat rack with only 5 hooks on it when you know damn well that you're going to continue to expand your vest collection. You didn't think ahead on that, did you, Phil? Just saying. You could have gotten a hook with like, oh, I don't know, with like 10 hooks on it. Or maybe even 12. And then when you took that picture and put it up on Instagram, all of those empty hooks is the possibility and the goal to work to moving forward. See, you didn't think about it that way. And that's okay. You're not that smart. It is what it is. You don't have no vision. You don't have any imagination. So I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I can't sympathize with it, but I guess I can kind of understand it. So he's kind of screwing himself. So him sitting here saying that, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to buy another vest. We already have so many already. I mean, all those vests are almost as tired and disgusting as the point of you putting them on. You might as well get some new vests in there. Just like how you need new whales to come in. You need new pay pigs because you're draining the ones already and you need to replenish the ranks. We need new blood. Same concept with the vest. Like I said, how long did he have that beige vest just sitting there until Cat decided to come in and wash it? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Until he picked it up and decided to actually finally wash it. How long? No, it sat in that corner where we saw that original red vest during the whole banning saga from Twitch. It had been sitting there for probably weeks on end. He puts it on when people ask him to, whether for 20 minutes to 2 hours, and takes it off and throws it right back over there and keeps it moving. So the smell just goes ahead and seeps into the fabric and then seeps into the other ones that are there too, whether on top of it or beneath it. There's something to think about. On top of that, how the fuck have you almost made $25,000 and you still need people to come up with ideas? Why can't you come up with the ideas? Matter of fact, didn't you not just get criticized recently because you try to regurgitate vest streak, whatever the next vest streak is, as or try to play it off the same way you did with vest streak 3.0, which was already a total failure because people were like, why are you doing it this way? Why can't we do something different? Why haven't you put more thought into this? Oh, well, the first one was super successful, so I was just emulating that one. Well, what? Like, first off, we've given you way more money, so you've made way more money off this. So didn't you feel the need to go the next step or go the extra mile to kind of show your appreciation? But you liked this the first time. This is what you guys wanted. And then has 2 tired-ass pre-streams complaining about people shitting on him for his low effort fucking performance. Mediocre, really, more than low effort, but actually it's both. Whatever.
What am I gonna do at this point? I'm not sure. So it's really up to you guys. If you guys have ideas of what you want to see that are reasonable ideas, not cooking with the fucking king. No, I'm not gonna go downstairs and cook meals. Well, number one, I'm no interest in cooking. Number two, there's nothing to cook. It's gonna fuck with my life schedule. I'm not doing that.
There's nothing to cook. It's gonna fuck with my life schedule. What does that even mean? You can't pick one of the random days that Cat don't cook? Or maybe one of the days that you would have to cook for Cat and use that as your opportunity? I thought you and Cat shared the responsibilities of cooking, Phil. Now you're saying it's gonna mess with your life schedule to cook something for yourself, for piggy consumption, which is what you're supposed to be doing every day anyway. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, he has a 3-hour break between his first stream and his second, and we can't find time to cook something? Matter of fact, this idiot can't go ahead and make another sauce video or sauce videos if you will, and just count that as poorly cooking with the king? We can't do that? Why not? What do you have to hide? I thought you said you've tweaked the sauce now. I thought you said you've made it your own. And you're a lot better at it. It's a lot more of a consistent process. Well, if that's the case, why don't you show us the process? So now we have something to compare to from the first time when you did it to Panda, or with Panda, sorry. And now the process being done with Cat. Why won't he do that? Matter of fact, why isn't anybody recommending him to do that?
Talking stuff about a live stream interactions between us, gameplay, you know, stuff like that. Not do a completely different fucking series. That's what I don't like. Phil, why don't for Celebration?
And wasn't him doing DSP Tries-Its theoretically fucking with his life schedule? If you think about it. I mean, I'm just saying, if him going downstairs, ladies and gentlemen, and preparing something like turkey burgers or whatever the fuck, or, you know, chicken hot dogs or whatever silly shit he be eating, if doing any of that is fucking with his life schedule, wasn't him going ahead and ordering either something from Papa John's or ordering something from Popeyes or having to physically leave his house to drive to Starbucks to actually pick up a drink and then come home and try it on stream? Wasn't all of those things fucking with his life schedule? We're talking about something that is being planned for like weeks for like, what do you say, 2 weeks until the next celebration? So like 2 weeks in advance. And yet he can't cook anything because that fucks with his life schedule. But yet we can run around and order shit or run around and physically go and get it ourselves, and that's okay. That's easy. Okay, sure.
And why don't you do something completely different that has nothing to do with what you actually do on a daily basis? Wait, what? Alright, I'll become an accountant. Okay? And I'll do that for a day. Alright, like, what are you talking about? Alright, so, realistic suggestions, please, guys. But, I'm still waiting for some suggestions on what you guys want to see. You know, so we'll see what happens.
What's the point of giving you a suggestion if you're just going to knock it down? What's the point of that? And if you're showing, clearly by the title, that you're not going to put any effort into any of this and you're not going to take any real consideration into anything that's being given to you, why should they waste their time and their breath? They were already stupid enough to give you money. Why should they have to think up the suggestion too? Like, what sense does that make?
Happens. That's what I mean. I want, if people like another vest at 5. You know, what I was thinking is maybe I would add another vest every 100. You know what I mean? Like a big build up to 300.
So you're still going to add another vest. You're just not going to do it for every 50 milestone, but you're going to wait and do it for every 100. You see the stupidity in all this, ladies and gentlemen? And you see why him getting a very small coat, yeah, I guess it's like a coat rack. Getting a really small coat rack doesn't make a whole lot of sense now. He's already out of space the last time I checked. Oh well.
Vest at 300. I don't know if I want to do another vest at 250. You know?
And so now I can just turn on a webcam and immediately guys just throw me money with zero effort.
And matter of fact,
obviously,
if he's sitting there barring or banning the use of certain vests at certain times, wouldn't he want to have more of them to kind of frequently come in to make up for the ones that he's not going to want to wear? And, excuse me, didn't he also say that someone else wanted to play dress up Mr. Potato Head and wanted to send him another vest? And also, isn't it interesting how he barred or for at least temporarily, he barred the use of the platinum vest, but someone else actually purchased that for him? Would he ever do that with a vest that he bought? That he, in air quotes, wasted his money on? Something to think about.
it's not even quality, it's just exploiting, right? It's exploitation is the real word for it, I guess.
Play Minecraft? I could do that. See, that's something I could definitely do. Do a Minecraft event where we just kind of chill at Minecraft for like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Why would we want that when you're going to end up going back to chill Minecraft? Sorry. Why would we want to do that when you're going to go back to chill Minecraft streams eventually anyway? First off and foremost. Secondly, he's barely willing to let Mr. Papavera get into his world and basically do all the jobs that Phil was paid to do. But you're willing to turn it into a vest celebration. So basically, I'm going to do Minecraft as a chill stream. That's basically what what he's willing to do. Jesus Christ, man, these people are just willing to let themselves get ripped off. That's amazing. That's absolutely fucking amazing. It's not even low effort. It's just stupidity on the person who recommended that. He already said he's going to go back to Minecraft for the chill streams. He's already planned on going back. So what's the point? I could have now, let me give you the benefit of the doubt in the fact that maybe you're like, well, let's go ahead and see what Papa Vera has done so far. I would assume in what very little time that Papa Vera has had, he probably hasn't done too much. And even if that was the case, Phil's not going to fully go over there and show you what it is because it's not done yet. And I don't know why Phil would have a problem with Papa Vera going into his world anyway, because Papa Vera has been around for a long time. If this was a deep fake for him or a deep cover op, I mean, I'd like to think, well, not like to think, but I would assume Phil would be on his trail by now. And he's not. But then again, this goes back to what I said earlier, Piggy Gestapo, that or Gouty Gestapo, and they both fit, is the fact that he distrusts everybody, no matter how long you've been around. Everybody's under scrutiny. And I would assume the times that Papa Vera asked him to let him in so he could get into his world, I assume Phil wanted to at least be able to observe him to see what he's doing. Because he don't trust nobody. Something to think about.
Papa Vera, from what I saw, he made a comment yesterday in stream chat. He's like, he basically stopped playing Minecraft because I did, and he went off and started playing No Man's Sky. So I don't know if he's going to be interested in playing Minecraft if and when we finally get back to it. He may be bored with it. I don't know what's going to happen here. So I guess we'll see. But maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do Minecraft as part of the Vest celebration.
Why? Because if he doesn't have Papa Vera, then he can't do jack shit anyway. He needs Papa Vera to hold his hoof for that. And more importantly, Papa Vera wouldn't have lost interest if he just let Papa Vera in. Wow. Pause. He would have, Papa Vera wouldn't have lost interest if Phil would have allowed Papa Vera to interact with that Minecraft world when Papa Vera asked. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude. Multiplayer. Multiplayer what? There's like no games with good multiplayer right now. So anyway,
Call of Duty? I'm just throwing it out there. You could do PUBG. You could do one of the older Call of Duties. You could do an open lobby for Street Fighter 5. I mean, you have options, dude. You have options.
Guys, some suggestions for the next Vest celebration would be very appreciated.
Minimum effort, minimum money and time involved, maximum profit.
Ricardo. What? Ricardo cheered? He said something about emailing me proof of donations made in my name to St. Jude to count towards the Vest goal. What? The hell are you talking about? Listen, first of all, if anyone wants to donate to charity instead of donate to me, contribute to a charity, I actually recommend it. How about that? It's your money, it's your life, and you do what you want with your money, right? So if you want to go donate to a charity to try to help out kids at St. Jude Children's Hospital, go for it.
I don't know. In the beginning, though, I sensed some hesitation.
Go for it, man. It's all on you. Good shit, right? People do what they want. The way I treat my viewers is this. It's very simple. I treat you guys as like you're mature people. You're smart enough to know what is a good way to spend your own money. If you want to support a children's hospital charity, go for it.
This is really weak-ass fucking reverse pignosis. Or psychology. This is really, really fucking weak. If he had started off strong in the beginning, where he kind of stumbled or was hesitant, then it would be more believable. But not like this. He's trying really, really hard to juggle the balls, and it's not working.
Want to support my streams? Go for it. The way I see it is the future is crowdfunding. Here's why. Unlike being so dependent on a company to come financially back me or give me sponsorship opportunity or push a product or have to try to get ads running on my content, instead of that, I stream every day, full time, 6 days a week. I put out content that you guys must feel is meaningful or else you probably would not be here, right? So, you're here for the content, you like it, you enjoy it. If you choose to support this content, you can do so. That's up to you, okay? So anyway, sorry, a message popped up in the stream chat I actually want to read and address it.
Wait, let me cut in. Two things. So you're okay with them donating to a charity, which everybody should be okay with. But you have a problem with them going to Tevin's streams and giving him money? So he almost actively dictated that, or put the edict out, that no one should contribute to Tevin's streams financially, or otherwise. But he's okay with giving money to charity, despite the fact that he was actually rather hesitant at the beginning of that statement. That's the first thing. Second thing, about getting outside, having outside sponsorship and or outside ways of generating income and whatnot, and not relying completely and totally, or solely, I should say, on crowdfunding. Didn't he say that it was the detractors that fucked all that up for him? And that's the reason why he couldn't do sponsorships, and he can't do, and you know, he doesn't have those different type of avenues open to him, because allegedly the detractors screwed him all up? Or was it, excuse me, instead of him coming across like a total shill so detractors could laugh at him mercilessly, he decided to go ahead and rely on he decided to go the path of relying on crowdfunding because it was safer, and or it was something that we're already accusing him of doing anyway, i.e. begging. You know, just take that in for a minute.
Just you guys to be smart enough and mature enough and wise enough to spend your money how you want. If you like my streams and my content and you want to see it continue, and you understand how crowdfunding works and you want to crowdfund, go for it. Please, you know, support the stream, support the vestry, get some subs, do whatever you want to do. If you want to spend your money elsewhere, go for that too. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with their money. That's on you guys. I think you're smart enough to figure it out.
You just told them, though, in the last broadcast that they shouldn't give money to Tevin. But now you're going to say that they shouldn't. Now you're telling them that they can do whatever they want with their money. You don't care. Just something to think about. Take in the hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen.
That's also why you're never going to hear me on a stream say, oh, go support this charity or go do that. Because I feel you're smart enough to do whatever you want. You don't need me to tell you what to do. I'm not smarter than you, right?
Kids are idiots. Kids are complete idiots. Some people are just fucking idiots. What else can I say? You gotta be an idiot. Fucking idiots. They're dumb fucks.
It's amazing how an e-beggar has the nerve to call other people idiots. It's not like it takes a whole lot of effort to beg. Just saying. But, you know, whatever. Semantics.
Funny to do this. That's how dumb these people are.
By the way, tonight, instead of going offline when the gameplay's done, I'm going to leave the stream on overnight. I'm going to use a screenshot of my car in my garage. And we're just going to leave it on overnight, permanently running. See what happens. I mean, if Dr. Disrespect can do it on YouTube, I could do it on Twitch, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some extra viewers or something overnight. Maybe we'll get a few 100,000 people to come check out my car. My empty car, okay? I already joined the Champions Club over on YouTube. I don't know about you guys. I was the first over there. I was streaming Ghost of Tsushima earlier, and I went on my phone and went and subscribed to the Champions Club. So you guys got to get over there, too. Ninstar Rue's the first cheer of the night. He says, people give you shit for long pre-streams. Dr. Disrespect was like an hour plus. Well, Dr. Disrespect didn't even do anything, right? He literally just ran the picture of a Lamborghini, not moving, just sitting there, and then he said, I'm going to be back tomorrow to stream, and that was it, right? That was it.
I mean, one, it was a test stream. Two, theoretically, if you're going to spend the first part of your podcast, I almost called it that. Actually, he's called his pre-stream a podcast, though, or podcast-like, so theoretically, I'm still right. But anyway, if first off, it was a test stream for Dr. Disrespect. For Phil, his pre-streams essentially start off the same way each and every time. So theoretically, they're almost as useless, in air quotes, as the Doc's test stream. So what's the difference? They start off predominantly the same way, with the same type of information that you would get if you follow him on Twitter or if you're on his forums. He's not telling you anything new. It's only in the later segments when shit starts to get interesting. Just throwing it out there.
That's not even a pre-stream. That's just a teasing advertisement.
I mean, I'll be honest, just like any other normal human, yes, am I jealous of certain people and people who are successful and whatever? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to have jealousy. That's a natural human emotion for those who have more than you. You're always going to have that natural kind of jealousy of those who maybe have, been more successful or things like that.
I guess so. But I want to say in closing, it's funny how he used Dr. Disrespect's situation to mirror his own situation and on why he deserves sympathy. Oh, well, I'm in the same situation that Dr. Disrespect is, but at least he has money. You know what I'm saying? At least he's already a millionaire and everything, but I'm not. I don't have those opportunities. I don't have that money. I don't have that funding. So, you guys should really take my situation as being something serious because I'm in the exact same boat as Dr. Disrespect. If you guys can be so worried about him, then I deserve some of that concern too. The moment he sees that Doc is over here on YouTube with like 500,000 people waiting for his stream to start, and all that money coming in from the Champions Club, ridiculous money by the way, but all that money coming in, now Dr. Disrespect turns back into the enemy again, and is like, oh yeah, look at that lazy fuck, sitting there having a stream for like an hour plus, getting all that money and all those channel memberships, and didn't even show up. I'm telling you, Phil's just a user. That's all he's ever been. He uses people where he can, and then he'll discard them or start chapping at them later. If Doc came out and says something and shitted on Phil, Phil would play victim for weeks, and no one would care. He would just turn into a laughingstock, as if he isn't already one already. It would just open him up to a much larger audience. And I feel like people like Dr. Disrespect pity him, and that's why they don't take jabs at him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the second video that'll make up a broadcast. See you guys in just a second. Yeah.
Children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you.
Whoa! La Diva? The hell? A statuesque woman gazes out over the glittering waves and heaves a deep sigh. A statuesque woman. Okay. Her name is La Diva.
This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, that's... sounds good to me.
Midnight Syndicate to me.
I just missed my wanted poster. Oh well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the second and last video that will round out our broadcast, brought to us by Burnell, DSP. Let's see, Pigroach Spy Network, massive greed, massive hint, and massive overtime to hit Vest Streak. This video was published on August 7th of 2020, our current year of gout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Snort Reich. Night! Here we go.
People sitting there watching the Dr. D car on stream reminds me of when people watch the Black Hole in Fortnite for hours on end. You're right. It's the same group of mindless mouth droolers. So, you know, that's what they do with their time. Okay. Cheerio eater,
but yet it's the same idiot who's mad that he doesn't have organic growth and he can't have what other people have. And it's even funnier that he's mad that his detractors have supporting audiences when in actuality those same people should be over there supporting his content because that's all they're using to make themselves popular. But then he has said plenty of times in the past that if you're willing to support someone who's criticizing him, that you're probably an idiot and a dumbass too, and he doesn't need your negativity around him. But he wants your money though. And he tried to actually tell people, if you're giving money to those restreamers, you're contributing to the problem. But then he tells people, who go to Tevin, who are going to Tevin's stream on Twitch, and say you shouldn't give him money. And if you are, it's out there publicly. And if something happens to you over here because of what you're doing over there, you have to just accept it. Because there's no reason for you to be over there in the first place. But didn't he just say in the last video of this broadcast that he can't tell you and he won't tell you what to do with your money? Just the hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen. Take it all in. We call it the essence of snorts. It's part of the Pigroach collection.
I don't pay attention. I never look at my attendance, so you say attendance is poor, I wouldn't even know. I don't know what normal attendance is on one of my streams. I just play games and enjoy and have fun and interact with you guys. I don't know anything about how many people are here. I don't really care. Ludicrous to be $4.20. It says, how come the word hair flip is banned? What is that a reference to? You want my honest
probably.
opinion?
But he's actually lying about that too, and he actually he exposed himself by accident a couple months ago. Not in the way you're thinking, but by accidentally showing us what his dashboard looks like, and showing us that the actual stream attendance or the stream count is actually right there. He says that he has told us in the past that nowhere on his screen, on his laptop or whatever, can he actually see how many people are on his stream at any given time. He says he doesn't look for it, he doesn't need it, and there's no way for him to see it. Then he accidentally exposes it to us, and it's right there. Clear crystal on the very top. On the very top. How many viewers is either viewers on screen or on stream or whatever. I can't remember how it was worded, but it was all right there. So, don't believe this lying bastard about that stupid shit.
I don't know exactly what it's a reference to. I know people recently were saying, like, on streams, I guess there was something with my hair. People make fun of, like, a Superman curl or something, and then sometimes I'll, like, touch my hair to get out of my face, and they're saying, oh, he's hair flip or something. I don't know. I honestly have no clue. There's a lot of stuff that actually bans were put on over the course of my 2-3 years that I've been full-time streaming here on Twitch, and I don't even know the original reference. It was just something that maybe a mod got wind of at one point and they put a word ban in. I don't know.
Anonymous? Oh my god.
That shit. Sorry. But I'm sure you guys saw that shit with him touching his fucking patchy beard with the arm extended like that. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I've never seen anybody do that. That just seems like so much additional movement for no fucking reason. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm just gonna get this up to ice wallow coming. That is absolutely disgusting. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho, so funny. Oh ho ho ho. Oh, I'm so funny. I made another funny. Ho 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 ho. Fucking 5-year-old humor, man. Stupid. So dumb. DSP sucks big baloney dicks.
Mateo the God 3 has subscribed for 3 months. It's Phil, thanks for everything. If you plan to have kids, you don't have to answer. No, we don't have plan to have any kids. We don't want kids. And we're perfectly happy to admit that, you know. We're happy to have pets and stuff for the rest of our lives. We don't want any children.
That's because he doesn't want to put anybody before himself or above himself. That's really what it comes down to. And this is my own personal theory. Not exactly a Theo theory, but this is my own personal theory. Is he doesn't want his children to either have more than he had or end up growing up to be more successful than he is. He doesn't want that. I legit think he couldn't live with that. He legit could not live with that. He's one of these scumbag type people who I could see him taking out his frustration, maybe not physically, but I could see him being emotionally abusive to his kids merely because they have things or they show signs of success that he didn't show in his youth. And he would almost imagine that they're mocking him even though they wouldn't. Or they're not, or they weren't. I could legit see him doing that. He's just enough of a pathetic individual that I could visually see that. That's not something that's far-fetched or outside of the fucking realm.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And when you have children, you live for them. And Phil can't do that. He's never lived for anybody else but himself. And look at where it's got him. And that's why Panda won't be, Panda's already gone. She already broke herself free. Cat probably won't be around that much longer either. After she gets what she wants or she's put her time in to where it can be beneficial for her to walk away with something, it is what it is. They don't have a prenup, so eventually she's going to get something out of the deal. So for right now, she'll put up with the bullshit, stack her chips, and then when it's time to go, she's going to get to walk away with something. So, like I said, not exactly a theory though.
Dude, I got jump scared by a fucking Mario game. Oh my god. I did not expect that to happen. Oh shit. Okay. Now you gotta calm down. Holy crap. I didn't know that was gonna happen at all.
We are now up to $27 of tips, guys. Reminder, I'm only streaming for about another 20-25 minutes, okay?
Hint, hint.
Jordy and Paul cheered. Jordy and Paul, you're being stupid and trying to derail the stream. It's this simple. If someone is on another stream, I can't help it. You go to another stream, I don't care. If you go to another stream and you're literally publicly saying, fuck Phil, fuck this, he's a piece of shit, haha. You know, I get false DMCA claims against me, you're laughing, haha, yes, he's gone, now he's banned. you're out of here. It's that simple. It's not fucking rocket science.
That's not all of it, though. Or if they give that set streamer money, that's a problem, too. You said that in our last broadcast.
Right? You have to be an idiot to not understand, so the reason you asked, I don't know, you're really dumb.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tevin has view bots. Tevin has always had view bots. Tevin will always use view bots. He has artificial views on YouTube. He has artificial views on his streams. He always has had view bots ever since he started. He's always had that. Because idiots are coming in here. Did you know Tevin has 3,000 viewers? Dude, he's restreaming me playing fucking Dragon Quest. He's not gonna get 3,000 legit viewers.
Guys, it literally looks like the streak's over tonight. I don't know what to say. We're at $30. That's it. I'm only going to be streaming for a few more minutes here until we get to a logical stopping point, and it looks like it's over, guys. So I will say thank you for 4.5 months of outstanding support. It's a shame that it's ending now, but it is what it is. I guess what we'll do is tomorrow on the early stream, we'll have to talk about if we want to reset it or what we want to do. But it looks like this is it for now, okay?
By the way, hint, hint.
Yeah, hint, indeed. Excuse me. But that's not the thing. That's not even the crazy part yet. He legit stalled for an hour or over an hour just to keep this damn thing going. Over a fucking hour. Allegedly replaying the same stage, looking for additional shit to do while keeping everything going. Allegedly. We're about to, I mean, hopefully we'll see it here. But wow. The amounts of desperation is getting a bit outlandish. It's getting a bit ridiculous.
To reverse psychologist. It's not reverse psychology. I'm saying it's over. I'm literally just gonna do this, find the key, save, and we're done. Because I don't have time to do the boss fight tonight. This has been really long. This segment. Of course, chat's freaking out. They think that the streak is over. I think it is too. I don't think we're gonna get a $70 tip out of nowhere. It's over, man. It sucks, but it's over. It's 4.5 months.
Oh, never mind. So, my bad. So the actual stalling for the vest streak was the night before. Yikes! 3 hours though. God damn. He won't even play. He won't even do 3 hours worth of Street Fighter, but he was willing to stall out for 3 hours for the vest streak. That's shitty.
So hint. Jordan and Paul too said it's been a great 4 months for the vest as they say all good.
That's the shit I'm talking about. That. Look at that. What the fuck are you doing that for? Like, why do you have your arm like this? Like what? I don't understand. I mean, he's got a bunch of weird little quirks and shit, but what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Are you trying to strengthen the pig shoulder before he gets cooked? Like, I don't understand.
Right. You're absolutely right. All good things come to an end, man. What do you mean stalling? Guys, I have to save the game, stupid. People are now, because here's the thing.
Oh,
so
never mind. I am right. You are stalling here. Okay. So you had done that the night before, too? Wow, you're a whore.
Like the vest streak's ending, so now people just want me to end the stream so it ends, instead of just saying, oh, well, I actually have to go save my fucking game. Yeah, guys, you don't have to worry. I'm telling you. I had a feeling it was going to end
legit
soon.
Stalling at this point. Because if he really needed to go, he would legit just save the game where it's at, replay it again when he comes back to it the next day or the day after. We're legit stalling here.
Told you. That it was getting much harder to hit the vest goal every night. It was getting harder and harder and harder. And I knew eventually what would happen is there'd be a game that maybe we didn't have as many viewers, and you'd have maybe the generous.
How is it the game's fault, though? The game doesn't prevent you from making money. If people are supposed to be there to support you and enjoy what you do, then they should be there to support. How does the game have any effect on any of that?
Around for that particular game.
Are you playing the game, or is the game playing you?
And they would just assume someone was going to do it, and here we are. Didn't happen. So, an anonymous gift, some give everyone to stalling, sure. I'm sure stalling's legit.
Let's make some dough. Let's make some fat stacks.
Do you think the concept of stalling is illegitimate? Or it doesn't exist? Oh my. Oh my.
I knew I was right. I knew it was going to end soon, because I had a feeling that people were going to just assume that someone was going to save it every night, and I knew it was going to be, I knew this streak was going to end on a late stream. I absolutely knew it. Because the late streams were barely making the goal every night. Very barely.
Mark McCauley says, hint, hint. Dude, no hint, hint. I'm outright telling you, I really would appreciate some help via tipping. That's not a hint.
What's funny is people think I'm stalling. How could I be stalling? You know no one's going to tip now. We're way past the time. People already assume the stream's over. There's no way anyone's going to save this now, right? Someone just rated with 92 viewers, though. Congratulations and welcome. I'm out of here in like a minute.
And he's done that multiple times before, which is weird, man. Which is weird. You couldn't give them an additional 30 minutes, I guess? You got 90-something people who've just come in. You can't just give them 30 extra minutes? Or is that 90 people that you don't want to witness your begging? Oh, okay, I see. And that's 91 people who are going to be like, that streak, what the fuck is that? You guys are playing Mr. Potato Head for profit? Like, that's what we're doing? We're playing Barbie dress up for profit in here? That seems kind of weird, dude. Just throwing it out there.
The Judy said, I paid $80, but I keep getting errors, Phil. Melody Zelda, I don't know what to tell you. There's no error in tipping because people were tipping all night. I mean, they tipped as early as recently as,
How are people tipping all night and you still haven't hit the goal yet? Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying. People have been tipping all night, but yet we haven't hit the vest streak yet. Just saying. I know I'm splitting pig hairs here, but you know what I mean.
My laptop's fucked up. No, I don't think it's an error. I just think that people aren't tipping. Unless Melody Zelda, are you legit?
But I thought people were tipping all night, though. But now they're not tipping. Okay.
Work.
Send a tweet. Send a tweet out now.
Gerard Coach said, you're the guy who always says you can't go late. You're here, you're going 30 minutes late, you're stalling.
So you're already 30 minutes late at this point. Oh, shit. And all this just to find a checkpoint? Sorry, that wasn't a mating call to cat or anything. I'm just throwing... Semantics!
My wife isn't home tonight. My wife is at work. So I could go late tonight if I want.
You sure about that, pal? She at work? You sure? That wasn't said with the type of confidence. Was she at the gym? With Jim? Tyrone? You can tell us, Phil. You can tell us. Anyway, because she's not home, though, that just opens up more possibilities to stall. And or go into overtime. He's killing his own point. He's legit killing his own point.
If this were Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I definitely couldn't go late. But she usually works Thursday through Sunday.
Oh, well, that's guys, when he reaffirmed when Kat is at work. Gotcha. Because earlier in the year, she used to only work Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I guess she changed her schedule around. Especially when she was going to the gym. Because matter of fact, now that I think about it, before the whole pandemic thing, and she was actually going to the gym on a regular basis, she was working like 5 days. Not that I'm trying to imply anything about anything, but or maybe she was just going to the gym on her day off as well. So maybe she wasn't working 5 days, maybe she was just going to the gym rather frequently. Not trying to imply anything, of course.
See, here's the thing. I would go later if I thought that people would tip to him. I don't think what's going to happen. I think that this is the end of the streak no matter what. Even if I stream late, I don't think that we would hit it. So I really don't see the reason to go
stop messing with that bald spot, man. You're only going to make it worse. Jesus Christ.
I see a reason for me to go slightly later. I'll just go check out those two houses in the corners. Right? But I don't think we're going to hit it. I don't think so. There's this one.
I thought you said we were supposed to be looking for a save point. Now we're willing to go and explore 2 more houses? Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to do the boss fight tonight. People want me to keep streaming, but I'm telling you, I don't think we're going to hit it anyway. I'm telling you.
Oh!
Benefit.
Oh! That is disgusting. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
Melody Zola did 100 cheers. If something went wrong, please try again. Melody Zola, the only thing that could happen if it says that is one of 2 things. Either there's something wrong with your actual bank, or you tipped something negative and I blocked you from doing it, which is very possible. That if maybe did you tip something negative that was insulting or was personal or something and I didn't read it out on stream because maybe I blocked you from being able to tip. That could be possible. So, there you go. That's the only 2 situations where you would get that answer. There's something wrong with your financial institution or I blocked you from tipping because you said something nasty.
Haha! The streak can't die if the stream never ends, said somebody.
Well, and somebody that meant to me $5 said, laughing out loud, I actually thought Fire Emblem would kill the streak. I didn't know what would kill the streak. And I hate to say it, I really like first-party Nintendo games, but they don't bring attention. Like, every first-party Nintendo game I play, Mario Odyssey...
He likes profiting off Nintendo games. That's what he really means.
Breath of the Wild, you know, all the ones that I played recently, the last few years, they don't really bring in much attention. I enjoy the first-party Nintendo stuff, but it just doesn't bring in the views for some reason. And the attention, you know, people to watch and contribute. And I don't know what it is, so I kind of felt that if it was going to happen, it was going to be a late-night stream of one of these games. It would be like Mario or Fire Emblem or something like that. The thing is with Fire Emblem, there's so many people who wanted to see me play it and campaigned to see me play it, while this game, no one campaigned to see me play it. It just happened to be a new release that I wanted to put into the schedule, right?
No, because he's always chasing Mario games. But here's the thing, though, and another problem that he has. Granted, people will play popular games because they get attention. But he treats his streams and the games that he plays on stream a lot like how he treated YouTube in the early days. Play all the new releases that come out and believe you can try to hold on to those people's attention. Well, get an influx of people and then hold on to their attention until the next big release. He's always had that mindset on YouTube. He brought that shit over there to Twitch, and ladies and gentlemen, that business practice, in air quotes, is dead. It's dead. There's too many options out there. You have various people of various levels of either entertainment value, content value, or just in gameplay in general, or skill level, I should say, out there. If you want to see something a little bit more fast-paced, you can go to someone for that. If you're looking for someone who's going for a completionist run, you can have that. If you're looking for someone who's just casually chilling and talking to the audience and whatnot while still enjoying the game, you have that. You have the variety, if you will. You have the variety out there on Twitch with multiple people. Phil Burnell doesn't give you any of that. He legit gives you bottom of the barrel type content creation, just like he did on YouTube. And it failed there, and it's failing here. And what is he doing? He's trying to punch up on people that don't feel anything because his little fucking midget arms can't reach nobody. His voice barely reaches anybody anymore. There was a time where Phil could talk shit about someone hit that shit on Twitter, and they would either laugh about it or ignore it. Now they just don't give a fuck. They legit just don't give a shit. So even his own voice doesn't carry any weight anymore. Wow.
He was at me for the $5 tip. Now I got a $20 tip from Fudgy the Whale. Okay. So thank you for Fudgy the Whale for a $20 tip. We're at 56 now. And then, Play Papa Phil took me $5. Said, enjoy. Everyone raise your arms in the air. Give Phil your energy. So now we're up to $61 in tips. So we have made some progress. Okay. So let's say you just tipped me $6. We're now up to $67 in tips, everybody. So we got a crazy last minute rally. I appreciate this, guys. I don't know if we're going to hit it, but I do appreciate you guys coming out to support last minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Guy Rogue just tipped $33. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We hit the tips goal for tonight, but man, that was absolutely the closest ever. Absolutely the Wait a minute! Missouri Lover just tipped me $33. So now Guy Rogue and Missouri Lover just tipped me $33 each. Wow. Well, thank you to both of you. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, then.
And once you give that money, it's gone. You have to understand that.
And it's not even just that, but remember, he got rated, too, by like 91 people. So out of those who chose to stay and shit, now they're sitting here looking at this e-begging bullshit and being like, are you guys fucking stupid? Like, I thought you only treat thoughts like this. You're gonna give a grown man money to put on a fucking vest. And remember, when they came in, when those 91 people rated his stream, they were already in the discussion of stalling to keep the damn thing going. And now look at how it ends up playing out. Yikes. Not very good from an optic standpoint. Not at all.
There's no guarantee anything's going to happen. There's no contract. You can't sue that person for it. You gave that money willingly. It's done. There's no, oh, he stole. No, you gave it. You actively chose to give. Therefore, that money is now going to that person.
All right, how about this? All right, I'm going to announce something special for you guys, okay? I'm going to do something nice for you guys, all right? I am. I'm going to do something nice because you guys are super nice to me tonight. and you allowed me to keep the vest goal going, okay? So there's a poll right now voting for the vest. Please vote on what vest you want to see me wear tonight.
Even though they forced you into overtime? Oh, because he got like $30 extra, they were really nice to him. Wow.
March and Bradley did 100-bit share. Oh, here we go.
Isn't this the same ass clown who got mad because he didn't get a Wolverine action figure, but ended up getting like a Nintendo 64 instead and still bitched? That's the lore, right? I'm pretty sure I've heard Tevin tell that story. What the fuck? Holy shit, what a piece of shit. What an utter piece of garbage.
You're stalling to make sure you hit the vest streak. What a joke. Oh, what a human. Whine to your audience and act like you're actually going to let it end. Oh my god, listen to this idiot. This is this fucking idiot. Anyway.
But that's exactly what you did, though. So he's not wrong.
Yes, an anonymous gifter gets us up to "You are pathetic." Alright, so here's the deal. You guys are voting on the vest. I am not going to go offline. Since I can go late tonight, and since you guys were super supportive and allowed me...
But didn't you say initially that you weren't going to go late tonight, and we were just going to let the vest streak end? And, well, if it ends, it was just going to let it end? And you were just looking for a checkpoint so you could save the game? Now, all of a sudden, oh, well, it comes out that Panda is off... Or, sorry, not Panda. My bad. Cat is off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, she works. So those are the days that he can go late. Which is ironic because... For months now, people have been saying, hey, can you go late, or are we going to do overtime? And he said he couldn't because he had stuff to do with his wife, which means he was lying on those particular days because those were the days that she supposedly works. Huh. And her schedule, at least to my understanding, is rather consistent, i.e., there's not going to be any real fluctuation. So if she closes, just for the example, then more than likely she's going to continue to keep closing, unless there's another change in the schedule. Huh. Okay. Okay. Sure. Whatever. And with that being said, now that I think about it, he chooses to take Tuesdays off. You guys all know the lore behind that shit. But why don't he just go ahead and take Monday and Tuesday off, or take Tuesday and Wednesday off then? And actually have 2 days to spend with his wife and his stepson. Like, legit. Like, why not do that? And just work... Yeah, like, why not take just Tuesday and Wednesday off and then just stream from Thursday through Sunday? Less is more. Alright, well, I guess that would be adult logic, I suppose.
I'm gonna do the boss fight. I'm gonna do the boss fight. Screw it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll go extra. I will reward you guys for helping me out, and we'll do the boss fight.
By the way, if we double the tip skull, I'll put on the I'm fuck yeah, just kidding. Platinum vest. Fuck you, you fucking greedy piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
Now, Dark Maggot just tipped $20. Tip $20. Just thanks everyone for the late tips. Keep the vest streak going. Wow, thank you, Dark Maggot, for a $20 tip. I was kidding, but now we're up to $160 in tips, guys. Now, here's the thing I do want to emphasize. All right. There are certain nights I can go late and certain nights I can't. Tonight in particular, I do have to shower tonight before my wife gets home, but I can still stream for a little bit longer, alright? So that's...
I do have to shower tonight before I get home. Why didn't you just take a shower before you fucking started the evening stream, you fucking idiot? So you're okay with sitting in your own funk for 2 additional hours, actually going into almost 3. Because he couldn't shower before he got home. I mean, because he couldn't shower during his break. Oh, man. That room, his room must smell horrible. Oh my god, it must be a mess. Maybe, just maybe, I'm throwing this out there, maybe that's the only reason why he's willing to keep his door open. It's not for Jasper, but maybe that's the only reason why he's able to keep his door open when Kat's not there, because of the smell. And because he won't let her go in there and actually clean that fucking mess up. She's like, hey, if I'm home, you have to keep your room door closed. And that's that. If you're not going to clean that place up, then at least keep it closed. And I remember one of her early times on stream, it was like an early pre-stream after she had been there for a small amount of time. He had talked about her coming in, it was either once or twice, to actually clean up his office, and he said it was a total mess. Like, when she came in there, and she did like a really good job, like cleaning everything from like top to bottom. But then after that, he didn't talk about that anymore, which will lead to the assumption that she never did it after that. Oh, wow, man, that's gross. That's really fucking gross.
Lucky tonight, alright? I told you guys I can't do this every night. This is something that's a special thing that I can happen to go late, so I am going to go late and do the
And the
boss
funny
fight
thing
here.
is Agent Proper on the Daily Gnosis talked about this. But it sounds just so much worse hearing it all in like, hearing it the way it's coming out now. Oh my god. Big ups to Agent Proper in the Daily Gnosis, but Jesus Christ, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh shit, big ups to Base Oslo too, by the way. God dog. This is so bad. Yikes.
But I cannot do this every night, you know what I'm saying? So, FYI, we saved the vestry tonight, and thank you for that. I just hope it doesn't happen like this every night, you know what I mean? Like, that was the end of it. That was literally the end of it. If my wife was home,
And
that
here's
was the
the
end
thing.
of the vestry.
Now I think about it, I know he's lied because on those nights, right, where on Fridays when we have Street Fighter night, where he gets his ass handed to him, there have been specific nights where Goji was handing him his ass, and he was like, "Oh, I can't go late because you know I've got stuff to do with my wife." And this is on a Friday night, and he says, "No overtime. Sorry, I got things to do. I can't afford to go overtime tonight." Son of a bitch.
This guy's a bitch. That guy needs to be kicked in the freaking balls. He's an asshole.
Spartan King cheers to Derek says it was so close that you to Guy Rogue and Missouri Lover people didn't want the vestry to end tonight. Oh, I know they didn't. Like I said, I guarantee you what's going on. It's not like, oh my god, we don't care about the streak. It's that people had no idea this was happening because they just kind of, I hate saying it, sometimes they take it for granted that the streak's just going to continue.
What
and
an
that's what
ungrateful
happens.
bastard. What an absolutely ungrateful bastard. They're paying you money to put a piece of clothing on and to exist. And you have the nerve to turn around and say they're ungrateful?
Everyone's just like, oh, it's just going to keep going. And now people are like, wait a minute. Phil's still online. He didn't go offline. I wonder what's going on. Now they tune into the stream like, oh shit. You know? So people are asking, what
Well, then
nights
doesn't
can
that
I go
mean
late?
that you were stalling? And you were fishing for tips? The same thing that was the same accusal that was thrown at him earlier, and he brushed off saying, "What the fuck is stalling? I don't even know what that is."
Except for tonight. It depends, because some nights I can't. Like, for example, some nights I have shit to do before my wife gets home. Tonight, all I have to do is take a shower, which takes, 25 minutes? So as long as I'm out of here by, 10:30, I'm okay. So I still have time to do the boss fight, you see? But some nights I can't go late at all. Some nights I have stuff to do around the house or whatever. And on nights when my wife is home, I absolutely cannot go
Then
late,
why can't
so.
you do that stuff on your break before you come to stream then? Like, what's preventing you from doing it? Think about that for a minute. He has a 3-hour break from his first stream to his second. This ass clown isn't eating for 3 fucking hours. He's damn sure isn't cooking for 3 fucking hours. And apparently, he's not cleaning jack shit for 3 fucking hours. So what the fuck is he doing? If there are things that Kat needs him to do, or he just generally needs to do, and whatnot, before Kat gets home, which definitely sounds like she's the one who's dictating what's going on in that house, then why the fuck isn't he doing it on his break? Oh, is that his me time? So he can go ahead and slide some gin in and get on WWE Champions? And then he loses time, and that's why sometimes he's late coming to the evening stream? If that's the case, then get your fucking priorities together. But if you're sneaking around with that gambling habit and that drinking habit of yours when your wife ain't there, then that's a whole nother problem in itself, ain't it?
Alright, that's gonna be it, guys. Super duper overtime. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Thank you for being supportive and for allowing the vestry to continue and even extra tonight. Now, the thing is, guys, I can't do this every night. This was an exception. Alright, so this is the closest we ever have for the
Fuck
vestry
that.
ending.
Make his ass do that shit every night. Like I said, Thursday through Sunday are your target dates. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, if you guys are feeling froggish, do what you got to do. Egg gang, frog gang, so on and so forth. But Thursday through Sunday is when you go ahead and you put the strap on this bitch and get him for everything he's worth. Get him for everything he's worth. This clown, this Mr. Potato Head looking motherfucker right here, Thursday through Sunday is when you put his ass in this platinum vest and whatnot, his aluminum foil, and you cook him. That's the days, those are the 4 days you get him. And if he really wants, and if he really don't give a fuck about the vest streak, then let the vest streak die one of those 4 days. If not, let his ass cook. Let his ass cook.
You want it to continue, we gotta try to, you know, make an effort to raise the goal earlier, okay?
Quick buck, quick buck, quick buck.
Like I said, my wife was home today, I wouldn't have been able to go overtime. So, thank you very much for the support, I really do appreciate that, but I hope this doesn't mean now the vest streak's gonna end because people expect this every night. It ain't gonna happen, okay guys?
Minimum effort, minimum money and time involved, maximum profit. I love it when I fool all of you into being fucking idiots like you are, and you basically pay me for nothing. So thanks a lot. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone.
Oh boy, it is.
Gone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a minute to square up and, well, clean up, I should say, and whatnot. And we will reconvene for final thoughts, and I will let you guys go for the evening. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Like that, in an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you.
Chopping it with Mittens, joking about his name is so fly. Mittens, cause he whipping, don't you get it, but that stove's hot, hot. Now let this be a lesson, professor. He handling the hit in his possession. Ooh, what you cooking, scalding hot beats, but blow up before it's cooking. Ooh, I know you're looking true. I'm out attacking with this beat on my lady, man. I'm really trying to date it out. What's the number trying to call out? What about my team? Wood, shout it, don't get logged out. Made by Bethesda, don't know where we
Oh, my God. Oh, the stalling was massively fucking strong there. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First things first. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. First things first. Thank you very much to Snort Burnell. I very much appreciate it. Big ups to Agent Proper, as well as Base Oslo. Big ups to everybody. Big ups to everybody. So, let's go ahead and close this out proper. No pun intended. Let's see, lowering the sub goal. I don't know what the point of that was. He shouldn't have done that. He should have more faith in him. But then again, look at how they made his ass stall at the end of the night with that vest streak shit. So I guess maybe he knows something I don't. Let's see, fighting more chargebacks. He's been fighting chargebacks. He's just being more honest about it now because he needs the money to come through. And to be honest with you, if he can divert, if he can get more padding for the vest streak, meaning going over the $100 but not necessarily hitting the tier 2 goal, it'll benefit him. It'll benefit him a lot more. I need suggestions and that don't require a lot of effort. He's fucking himself over with that. He needs to stop doing shit like that. If he's gonna blatantly come off like an ignorant bastard over shit like that, he's just gonna end up fucking it all up. And it's that type of behavior that's screwing up the vest streak. As for the DsP-pigroach spy network, also known as the Snort Reich, or the Snout Reich, actually, also known as the Gouty Gestapo. It just is what it is. It is what it is. He's a fucking paranoid. He's a paranoid sociopath. So of course he's fucking watching everybody on and off his streams, and he's a hypocrite too for saying that, oh, if you want to give the charity, or if you want to spend your money any way you want, spend it. You know, I can't tell you what to do, despite the fact that he had said only in the broadcast before this that you shouldn't be giving money to Tevin, and that would piss him off, and he would probably take action against you in retaliation for doing that, outside of what you may or may not be saying on other streams. And then the massive hint, or massive greed, massive hint, and then the massive overtime to hit the vest streak. He should be embarrassed that he had sat there and bitched out like that, not only in front of 91 people who were rating him, but in front of the general audience itself. He told them early on, we're not going to go into overtime, end up going into overtime. He said initially he was just looking for a checkpoint, then, oh, we're going to hit these 2 houses, oh, you guys finally hit the goal, and so on and so forth. As a reward to you guys, I'm going to go and do the boss fight. When in actuality, he was hinting at the boss fight from the beginning. He was hinting that he'd be willing to do the boss fight as long as they hit the streak. That's why he brought it up. He's like, we're not doing the boss fight tonight. But that was reverse piggy psychology. He was willing to do it as long as they can hit the goal. And the reason why that is, ladies and gentlemen, is because Cat works from Thursday through Sunday, and this particular night, I should say, would have been a good night for him to go ahead and go into overtime. So he was already leading them into that. Yeesh. But still, he did that in front of 91 people who don't know who he is or aren't that familiar with him. That must be embarrassing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys for the next one, whenever that may be. Hopefully, sooner than later. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking. Unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG Networking Productions for Tim Snortons. And for the Snort Report. And for SnortBucks Coffee. I've been your host, /anchor, GTG, and I'm signing off. Take care of yourselves, guys. Stalling is a thing in the broadcast. Holy shit. What is stalling? I don't know what that is. Oh my god.
Word, hey, chopping it with Mittens, joking about his name is so fly. Mittens, cause he whipping, don't you get it, but that stove's hot, hot. Now let this be a lesson, professor. He handling the hit in his possession. Ooh, what you cooking? Scouting hot beats, but blow up before it's cooking. Ooh, I know you're looking true. I'm out attacking with this beat, I'm a lady man. I'm really trying to date it out.